Alright guys, welcome to the quarterfinals of the ESL Go4Heroes Cup number 30. And, ladies and gentlemen, spawning on the left hand side in the blue trunks, it is Team Nihilum. And starting off on the Anubarak, we have Stork. Playing the Kael'thas, it is Nurok. Playing the Rhaegar, it is gonna be Tomsy. And in the bot lane, and on the bot lane, it is Rollick playing the Illidan and Taz Dingo on the adorable Abatha. And on the right hand side, in the red trunks, it is going to be Kappa123. Excuse me. And playing on the Tyrael, it is going to be Descape. Playing the Jaina, it is going to be Alistair. Playing on the Johanna, it is Zypho. And in the top lane, it is Hollow on the Sylvanas and Conti on the Brightwing. And Hollow just kicked that candle, heading down to the mid lane for now. Just going to help her team clear out the way. Well, she came down to the mid lane to shoot like 2 arrows and then leave. That is efficiency right there. And for now, I think she did a Shadow Dagger as well. I'm pretty sure I missed that. Tyrael and Illidan are just going to be having little scuffles in the bot lane. Both of them have potential personal shields, so shouldn't have too much trouble with each other. But Abatha on the Illidan will give Tyrael a little bit of trouble, but he has okay wave clear of his own. For now though, we're seeing Kappa123 being very aggressive, doing the whole roaming as a large group thing. They now have the 3-man top lane, and they're just trying to clear waves as quickly as possible, which they can do with the help of Blizzard, Cone of Cold, and Shadow Dagger, and even the Brightwing Q. The Arcane Precision is going to be pretty helpful at clearing those out as well. And in the meantime, Johanna is battling Anubarak in the mid lane. Temples are now spawning, will be up in about 10 seconds. And for now, both teams are just doing what they can. Once again, with the wind from the Sylvanas, not the barbed shot, as a lot of people seem to like taking it nowadays. We have the regen master once again from Tyrael with the extra tankiness. Deep chill from the Jaina. Very usual stuff. The healing totem coming in from the Rhaegar did get nerfed recently, but it is... Oh, actually, no, it was like 2 patches ago. It's not even recent anymore. Good lord. But still okay. Still a lot of extra healing, which is pretty nice. We do see Kael'thas being forced to back up a bit due to the fact that Kappa123 is still being very aggressive. Sylvanas and Jaina just sending out lots of poke. Brightwing just soloing this for now. Just popping in, aggroing the... getting the shots, aggroing the monsters, and then backing up when she feels she needs to heal. Not having too much trouble at all. Mid to lane though, mid temple already being held by Stork. Those beetles easily able to tank, and he's able to grab all the shots from there. Brightwing also grabbing all the shots from the top lane. So it's an even trade there. XP wise though, Kappa123 do come out ahead in the moment. Just the fact that Descape did hold that bot lane this entire time. Abatha has been in and out of it, but has missed a bit of XP. And we can see an ever so slight lead there coming in for Kappa123. And by ever so slight, currently just the fact they're clearing this minion wave in particular a lot quicker is pretty good, and the fact that they did get this top fort, which is wonderful for them. So they do hit level 6 first, and because that will hit their level 7 first and get those talents. Abatha, once again, the Adrenal Overload, going to be beautiful on the Citadel. Right now it's on the Anubarak, and they're still going to be able to take down this easy camp super quickly and without taking too much, if any, damage. There's a beetle here as well. Did you hear a bribe? I'm pretty sure I heard a bribe. No, I didn't hear a bribe. I heard a something. We're now going to see Tyrael get knocked up. Immediately Elderwind's Might's over to help Kappa123 steal this easy camp, and they do get it. And are going to be moving away here. Moving to this bot lane. They now have 2 sets of easy camps, but we will see Nihilum not spend too much time clearing this up. They're able to wipe that out pretty quickly. Tomsy being forced to retreat due to the fact that Conti is a ranged character and is able to do a bit more harassment that way and just drop quite a bit more damage. Slightly different ability here coming in from the Johanna. Condemn's cooldown is reduced for each enemy afflicted, a maximum of 10 targets, 0.75 seconds for each one. And that is pretty interesting. We'll have to see how that does work out for her. We do see the rest of Kappa123 being very aggressive in this bot lane. Abatha's had to move back a bit. The fort is currently disabled. Stork getting dropped low. Envenom was used on him. He is able to shield himself, keep himself alive for now, but it's still very low. But we're not going to see him go down. Nurok, though, might not be so lucky. Abatha's on his head, though. The shield will be enough to keep him alive. Fort, though, being dropped to half health, will go down as the rest of Kappa123 do arrive back and are going to be able to clear that up without too much trouble. We do have the mule from the Abatha, So, a bit less damage coming out there, but can give them a bit more sustain. Seeing as they've lost 2 forts already, it is going to be very helpful for them to repair their stuff as soon as possible. That mule needs to get on that building, but it's not going to do much. Just going to buy time, if anything. And there it goes. Mule going to turn onto the gate. The mule is confused. That is unfortunate. We're now seeing a bit of an engage in this bot lane. Tomsy and Nurok having to run away here, but in comes the counter engage from the back. Rollick going on to Johanna, takes a shield glare to the face, but is still continuing to go in. Rollick having to back up. Stork also being dropped quite low, cannot tank too much longer. It is currently at 5 versus 5 when Abathur jumps onto someone's head here. And for currently, off on the other side of the map, he's now arrived back to jump onto Kael'thas here to keep him alive, and the Nubrak trying to sneak away, does not get away with it, is spotted and is taken down. And for now though, bottom temple still not taken. We did see a couple of the shots already going over to the side of Kappa123, but they're going to leave the rest of the shots for a bit and start on this boss, which they can do. There is still a Nubrak down, and the Nubrak's going to be the main engage potential here coming out of Nihilum if they do decide to contest. They do not decide to contest. Just going to let this boss go over. Instead, Kael just going to move to the bot lane and clear this up. It was very wise not to contest as well, in fact that currently Kappa123 do have their heroics, and Nihilum most certainly do not stalk. Just sending out a knock up there, being irritating as much as possible. Standard heroics, Judgment, the Blink heal from Brightwing, Wailing Arrow, Blessed Shield, and the Water Elemental. We're quite close to level 10s for the side of Nihilum as well. Tomsy getting slowed by the punish there. Illidan did go down somewhere. I guess that was in the top lane due to the fact that there is a Water Elemental up here. So I'm assuming that is a thing, and there goes his corpse. So yeah, that explains it. Anubrak currently trying to contest this bottom lane temple. Deathscape taking damage from the Temple Guardians and from Stork. Deathscape continuing to chase. And Stork going to be backing up here. Good choice as well, because Zypho was on the way. And the fact that he really does need to defend this mid fort, which is getting killed off very quickly. There's a temple on it as well. The temple will be enough to finish it off. And we're seeing a very aggressive Zypho here. Alistair getting engaged upon by Illidan, being dropped super low super quickly. The Metamorphosis will kill him off. Flame Strike for good measure. Hollow able to Haunting Wave away, and Brightwing with the polymorph for good measure, but Zypho may not be so lucky getting dropped low. There's the knock up from Kael'thas, and now we're seeing Nihilum get some worth. That was a judgment from onto someone there by Deathscape. He is now in full retreat. I completely lost it there for a second. He Eldritch Mites away to the rest of his team, and now they're going to try and defend themselves under this fort, and they should be able to get away with it. We'll unlikely see any more deaths. And there we go, we're going to finally see Nihilum start to retreat. They're very nice engaged by them. We do have the Ultimate Evolution heroic coming in from Abathur here. Other than that, fairly normal stuff. And Ultimate Evolution, pretty awesome, especially when you get to level 20 and you have the basically permanently refreshing shield. Taz Dingo getting spotted by Tyrael here, getting dropped very low very quickly, but looks like we'll be able to get out. And now Stork is here to try and punish this. Going to try and do anything he can. Conti in full retreat, blink healing to Deathscape. There is a minion wave he can blink heal to. Dodges the knock-up, very well played there, and has already popped his gust of healing, so is able to heal himself back up to full and get out of there pretty effectively. Meantime, Zypho heading down to the bot lane, just going to be clearing this wave up pretty quickly, and we can see the cooldown on Condemn pretty low now, thanks to his Eternal Retaliation talent, and 1 second cooldown there. Really effective at clearing minion waves. Super nice to see. Very interesting. I do see that talent very often. It is very cool. We're now going to see TC Camp getting picked up, and I'm probably going to be corrected that talent's taken all the time. I just don't see it personally. Conti, just chilling in the top lane for now, just soaking the XP, not doing much. Now that he knows that there's no one really pushing with this wave, he can now join in and clear this up. There we go. Going to be clearing that up very quickly. Temples have now spawned in top and bot lane. Sorry, mid and bot lane. So we're going to see Kappa123 take full control of the watchtower area and start to push forward this lane. Oh, Stork caught in the Condemn there, being forced to burrow charge out, but Alistair is not done with him. Charges in. There is the Water Elemental. The shield was in. There's the Judgment, but the Ancestral Healing keeps Stork alive for a little bit longer, but he's still going to die. Down he goes. Defensive Phoenix coming down to try and zone. But Kappa123 do not seem to care. They're moving on to Kael'thas. The Code of Cold does hit him, and down he goes. The Abathur shield not enough. Tomsy in full retreat here. He will be able to survive. Illidan nowhere near that fight, unable to help, because just completely dealing with this bot lane right now. Deathscape going to be moving to this mid temple while the rest of Kappa123 continues to push down the top lane. And Rollick just going to completely ignore these minion waves now and is going to head to this bot temple to try and get his team at least some kind of counter here. Due to the fact that he's not going to be that useful in terms of defending. Looks like he's actually given up and he is actually going to go defend, realizing that there is a lot of danger and his team will be alive. Nope, he's changed his mind again. Going to go for this temple now that the team of Kappa123 are in full retreat. They have now given up on this mid-temple, though. They know exactly what is happening. So they're going to go bot lane and try and catch Rollick. But Rollick, also expecting that kind of gank now that the mid-temple stopped being taken, has immediately moved back and is going to try and get into a more defensive position. Does not want to get caught out. There is no point. And in the meantime, the rest of Nihilum are already at this mid-temple, taking the remaining shots from it. And, barely dodging the stuns as well. Conti is here. He does see this happening, and here comes the rest of Kappa123. Conti does get engaged from Kodakol, does not hit the Illidan, but the polymorph does. But now it is on cooldown. Blizzard slows down Rollick for a little. In comes the Ultimate Evolution version of the Illidan here in the form of Tazdingo, looking for his moment. They do get all of the shots, and Tyrael Copy is going in there onto Hollow, just getting as much damage as he can, and actually tanking a lot of that damage. Bottom Temple, though, did go pretty much all the rest of it over to the team of Kappa123. Tyrael was down there taking all that during that time. Having a look at some of the level 16 talents we do have coming out of Kappa123, we have 2 Blood for Bloods, the Imposing Presence as the counter to the Illidan if he does hit her at any point. The Critterize, 25% more damage, they want to burst down Illidan as quick as possible, and the Northern Exposure for the same reason, going to try and take him out so quickly, as quick as they can. No level 16s yet for Nihilum, but the level 13s they have Healing Surge for the extra healing onto that Illidan, keep him alive. The Soma Transfer, once again, more survivability for Illidan. A lot of this build is based around it. We are seeing Kappa123 playing a bit further back. They are trying to take this boss. Everyone from Nihilum is alive. There's the Phoenix. Going to be zoning a little bit, trying to keep the rest of Kappa123 out. But now that Phoenix was put down, it changed the aggro of the boss onto Nihilum there, and that is not what they want. They want to maybe try and get an engage onto that boss point further back that Kappa123 are. The harder it will be for them to get onto the point, they are going to get onto the point, and Kappa123 do get the boss. Nihilum choosing not to defend against it. Nice color coordination there out of Kale Pass. It looks very cool. And they are able to get that. I apologize, you can hear that in the background. It is a helicopter. We do have Kappa123 pushing up this mid lane now. A lot of Abathur mines. They will get mostly taken down. There we go. Down it goes. We're seeing Kappa123 just continuing to push this up. There is a boss in the bot lane as a distraction, and when all that is done, there is a temple that is just about to spawn in the mid lane that could be worth it. Stork looking for pickups here. Everyone is here for Nihilum, though. They want the engagement, but currently Nurok is about to get stunned by the boss. That tornado, though, and that makes it a very, very bad time for them to engage, but they're going to try anyway. There's the immediate judgment onto Anubrak. He gets taken down. There was also a flame strike on there. In comes the Phoenix. They do now have the Ignite. We did see quite a bit of damage come out from that, but it's not currently enough. Hollow falling himself to the wrong side of the wall there. Down goes the second keep of the game, and Kappa123 looking in a very dominating position here. Playing super well. Brightwing will likely teleport to Zypho. Nope, just going to walk away. And Zypho has actually left Brightwing for dust. Brightwing just going to have to run there normally. The rest of Kappa123, though, any of them who don't need the fountain or to be, are just going to be going straight for this bottom temple. Brightwing, though, doesn't need to. She has a teleport up whenever she needs it. But instead, just going to clear the minion waves and do what she needs to. And there we go. Just continuously taking that out, and we will likely see this keep go down, and that will be all 3 keeps going over to Team Kappa, playing incredibly well when they've only lost a single fort of their own. This fort dropping to half health thanks to that minion push there, but is still completely fine. And Conti moving up to the top lane, just trying to remove the aggro there from that hard camp, just because he wants to do the damage. We're seeing a bit of a scuffle in this bot lane. No one currently dead. Brightwing may teleport down in the near future. Looks like they're just going to ditch the final few shots and just let them go over to Nihilum, while Sylvanas was thinking about taking the hard camp. Looks like she is. Not much she can do about this bot lane, and Nihilum not willing to commit to this bot lane. Tyrael going to be joining Sylvanas. They'll be able to take that down pretty quickly. The rest of Nihilum in this bot lane just going to start grabbing that easy camp. Their own hard camp is not currently available. It will be in 3 minutes due to the fact that they did take it earlier, and we'll likely see someone go down to deal with this. No, we won't. We're going to see Johanna backing up here, And we're going to see the rest of Nihilum just moving as a group, just going to take this watchtower, keep themselves healthy that way. Ooh. We do have the rest of Nihilum moving in here. Looks like they want to maybe try and get a gank here. Deathscape in full retreat. He is still mounted up, so will not get picked off here. And we can see the rest of Kappa123 just in full retreat, and that is the perfect time. We're seeing Abathur is just a bit solo defending against this hard camp. He will be able to do it, but that will slow down Nihilum. They won't go for a gank while Abathur Symbiote is on cooldown. Abathur with one of my favourite abilities on Abathur, in fact, Tasningo, sorry, with one of my favourite abilities on Abathur, with the bonus 40% move speed for 3 seconds when you pop the Abathur shield, can really make a difference in terms of chase or escape potential for one of your players. So really nice ability there. I am personally quite a fan. Nihilum, once again, staying as a group, and that would have been a pretty bad engagement there, due to the fact that they are currently so split up by the terrain. But Kappa123 did not spot it, so they did get away with it. Once again, Abathur basically solo defending as best as he can here. The core will be able to clear this up. Hard camps, not too hard to deal with. The catapults, a little bit harder. Nihilum looking for an engage here, but currently Abathur Symbiote will be on cooldown. There's the Flame Strike, just catches Johanna. Stalk, there's the Judgment, on to Kael'thas, there's the Silence, but the Ancestral Healing already went down, it's not enough! The healing healed him completely back up to full, but he immediately gets taken down. We see both of the Illidan's continuing to try to do as much damage as they can. We see the Clone Illidan onto Hollow, the real Illidan is already dead, Tomsy goes down as well. It is now basically Clone Illidan and Stalk alive. Clone Illidan goes down, and that is GG. Kappa123 taking a 4-for-0. Well, 3 and a bit for 0. They're going to be moving on to the core. There's already 3 catapults onto it, and that will be GG. Well played by Kappa123. They will be moving on to the semi-finals, and going to be finishing off that core. Very well played by them. We saw a very heavy Illidan-based comp there. It just didn't work out due to the fact that Brightwing was taken away, and we had the immediate counterplays to anything that Illidan did. Immediate CC from the Johanna, immediate burst damage from the Blood for Buzz to immediately counter him, the polymorphs, the vulnerables, just everything built to kind of deal with Illidan. So super well played by Kappa123. They will be moving on to the next round against, let me tab and check, refresh my page. They will be moving on to play against Push Tech Team. So very well played by them. Winner of that will move on to the final. Don't think I'll bring you that one. I believe I have now used up spots for too long, and we have too many casting groups. If I can, then I will see you with the next game. Otherwise, I believe this is the end. So thank you all very much for watching, and I will see you all next time.